I was working out the other day and I haven't taken steroids, like a proper steroid cycle, since 2016 when I last competed. Now, why did I stop taking steroids? So many reasons. Let me break them down. First and foremost, well, let me get this out of the way first. I discovered this 10 years ago, but this is one of the reasons why I didn't even want to take steroids after a few cycles, and that is jabbing. I absolutely hated jabbing with the green needle and the blue. Well, I've jabbed with the green needle before. Well, I haven't jabbed with it, but someone jabbed me with the green needle, and my arse was killing for weeks. Literally, I was like limping around. You know what I'm talking about. And some people I've seen jab that green needle right into their bicep. Like literally, I'm not going to mention names, but I've had guys say to me, bro, can you put that green needle right into there? And I'm like, are you sure, bro? Are you sure? I'm like, yeah. And literally injected 5 mil into someone's arms. Ooh, you know what? Sometimes my bodybuilders are crazy. But anyway, I used to inject with a blue needle. And then I was like, I'm quitting, bro. I'm just going to do orals only. Then I thought, orals aren't the best. You take oxys, you take D-ball. You can't turn professional. You can't turn pro if you're going to take orals. You have to take steroids. Okay. I'll take steroids. Let me see if I can sub-Q it, because everyone does sub-Q for growth hormone. What if I did sub-Q for steroids? Okay, let's try it. Tried it, it worked. So I was like, yes. So that's first and foremost. Hated jabbing. Now I like jabbing, it's okay, enjoy it. It's not a problem, it's a tiny ass needle. It goes into the side, done and dusted, easy as hell. I ain't even got an issue with it. And if you want to know exactly how I jab and what I jab, buy my TRT protocol, link is in the description. Now that's the plug out of the way. So first things first, hated jabbing. Second thing, I used to, for some crazy reason, get out of breath. Now, majority of the times when I was on steroids, I wanted to grow because I knew that I can get lean easy. I'm always a naturally skinny guy. And if you don't believe me, guys, there's your proof right there. I'm naturally skinny guy. It's very easy for me to maintain this. You can also maintain it. Link is in the description. I had to get 2 plugs in there and I'm just plugging away in this video. Anyway, naturally skinny guy, very easy for me to get in shape. But adding muscle was very hard. So I knew when I'm taking steroids, I'm going to maximize it in the off season. And in the off season, you want to get bigger, you want to get heavy. And the more heavy and the more bigger I got, even if I added a little bit of weight, when I got to 99 kg, I'll give you an example. I was out of breath, bro. I used to get up, I used to walk up the stairs. I remember walking up the stairs thinking, God, I'm knackered. Like literally like out of breath, like trying not to, because like as a bodybuilder, you are supposed to be like the poster child for health. But then when you're walking and you're getting out of breath, you're thinking, I don't want no one else to know that I'm actually out of breath. Because it's embarrassing. I'm supposed to be the poster child. I'm supposed to be the healthy guy. I'm the bodybuilder. Or if someone asks you can you move this over here? Can you help me move that there? Yeah, no worries. And you pick it up and you move it and you put it down. And after you put it down, you think, whoa, I'm sweating. Like I'm literally just drenched in sweat. So I hated that feeling. Hated being out of breath. Hated sweating all the time. And the other thing as well, and I was very smart and wise to this early on, blood pressure. Now, I used to check my blood pressure every single morning, and I knew as I was on steroids, my blood pressure used to creep up and up and up. And on the, if you've got an app on your phone, there's an app. It's called, I haven't used it in so long, but I'll tell you now what it is. It is called, I can't even find it. Have I still got it on my phone? I haven't used it in years. It's an Apple app that they have, which is, I found it. So it's called Health. It's called Health. There you go. It's called Health. And wow, I've not checked. Yeah, okay. I've got my blood pressure from years ago. I don't have an Apple Watch anymore, so it doesn't register. So since 2021, I haven't got Apple Watch. So that's why the reading is from 2021. But anyway, last time I checked my blood pressure, 125 over 82. Pretty decent. Anyway, point I'm trying to say, good app to keep marker of your health, your blood pressure. My blood pressure was always a little bit high when I was bulking. And I used to look at that thinking, maybe another week. Another week, bit high. It's all right, another week. And you know what you're doing, don't you? You actually know what you're doing when you've got high blood pressure. You're killing yourself slowly. You're overworking your body to the point, eventually, not today, not tomorrow, you're shaving some years off your life. And I looked at that blood pressure monitor one day and I thought, you know what? I need to stop this. Not taking my blood pressure, but I need to bring that down. And I was doing the cardio, but I was always tired. I was eating healthy, but I couldn't eat that much food. I was training hard and heavy, taking the steroids, and I thought, you know what? This is not good. This is not good. And there's no way of bringing your blood pressure down. Let's say now you took blood pressure medication. When you take blood pressure medication, there's all other stuff in your body that goes wrong just because you're taking blood pressure medication. The blood pressure medication doesn't actually get to the root cause of the issue. All it does is it brings the reading down artificially. In the long run, you're going to have way more issues taking the blood pressure medication. Trust me. Take the blood pressure medication for now if you are on it. I'm not saying don't. Take it. Figure out why you have high blood pressure. Bring that down naturally, then come off the medication. That is how you should do it. Now, this next one, many of you will think, actually, this isn't a bad side effect, but for me, it was. And that is crazy, raging libido. Like mad. Honestly, like crazy. I can't compare it. It's like a dog on heat, literally. And if you competed, then you'll know what I'm talking about. And it wasn't the trend for me. I only took trend for like 2 to 3 weeks ever. That's the most I've ever taken it for. And I was so close to competition. Wasn't really in the mood to be shagging, so it wasn't really for me. But when I was on test and EQ in high dose, oh my God. You can literally, because I'm a very disciplined individual, but I knew straight away, this is not right. If I'm staying on this, there's a lot of issues that are going to happen. You can develop a porn addiction. Let's say I kind of developed a porn addiction for a little bit. And trust me, there's no getting out of it, bro. Please comment down below. Please help me out here for those people who haven't taken steroids and for the guys who have. If you have, and you know what I'm talking about, when you have these raging, crazy erections and there's nothing you can do about it but get it out. It's none of that no-fap 30-day bullshit. This is like literally serious, crazy erections. And you can develop a porn addiction and get down in the slump. In fact, I'll tell you something. I was watching a video of Larry Wheels, and he was talking to, what's the guy's name? Bradley Martin. He was talking to Bradley Martin, and he was talking how he developed a porn addiction. And we all know Larry Wheels. He's a YouTube celebrity, very, very popular guy, very strong individual. He was on trend for a whole year. He was blasting trend. He had a porn addiction, and believe it or not, you'd think 1 million, 2 million YouTube followers, he's got £1 million in the bank. The guy was dead broke. He was dead broke. Every bit of money he was making, he was spending on OnlyFans, and he was spending it on porn. That's what he was doing. And the reason for that, not just because he's one of those horny guys. No, the reason for that is because he was on trend all year round. He was on test all year round. That's his issue. So trust me, when I see Larry Wheels and I think, yeah, the thing he's talking about, I've kind of felt that maybe 1% of it, because I'm not a crazy guy. I'm not one of those. I mean, look, I live in Thailand. I can get up right now, walk down the road, and I'm in like brothel central, bro. Like, I don't even have to do that. I can go on my phone right now, just make 1 or 2 phone calls. I can jump on Tinder. I can do whatever I want to do. And there's one in my room in 5 minutes. And it's going to cost me 20 quid. Just think of this, right? Just think of this. £20, it's nothing, is it really? It's £20, nothing. It's nothing. Where's £20? You can't even do a small shop at Lidl for 20 quid nowadays. Can't. That's the reality. The fact that it's so cheap and it's so easy accessible, and I'm sat right here making this video, having not bought one for as long as I've been here, that's discipline, isn't it? Most of you guys wouldn't be that disciplined. If you was on test right now in trend and on a heavy course, you would not be sat here making a YouTube video. You'd be out there, crazy. And if I came to Thailand when I was on testing EQ and oxys, let's just say I wouldn't get much work done, I know that. I would definitely not be making YouTube videos. I definitely wouldn't be sat here. I'd have been out there getting on it. And imagine if you're in a relationship, it'd ruin your relationship. It desensitizes you from your own female. You are going to be masturbating like crazy. Then when you do actually meet a real female, you're going to be desensitized from that. It's a downward spiral. So those things there, that I've just combined there, all put together, is the main reasons for me personally why I quit steroids. And ultimately it came down to this as well, the main thing. I only took them to turn pro. I only took the steroids because at that time I was young, naive, well, you could say ambitious if you wanted to. But I now look back thinking it was a bit stupid thing for me to do because I looked this good as I do now before even taking, well, not before taking steroids. No, don't quote me on that. I didn't say that. Okay, I'm not going to cut it out. I looked decent without steroids. I would have still taken steroids, but I would have wished at the time somebody would have told me about what TRT is. That would have been more beneficial to me is what I'm doing now. So TRT is the way for me. That's what I teach as well. And that's what I promote. And I wish somebody said, look, Fadi, here's the situation. You don't have to take steroids to this degree. You can just do this thing called TRT. You can look good, you can look big, you can look jacked, you can get strong off it. And you don't get none of those side effects. And if you do get those side effects, here's how you counteract all that. But if you were on steroids, none of this other shit would work. I wish somebody would tell me at that time and I wouldn't have had to go through all that crap. But the point is, the reason why I did start steroids is because I wanted to turn pro. I wanted to be a bodybuilder. I wanted to compete in bodybuilding. I wanted to compete in powerlifting. These were the things that I wanted to do. At the time, those were my goals. And because I did a deep dive into them at that point, I can now teach you guys from experience, not just textbook bullshit reading, from experience. Then remember, I owned 7 gyms. I've been around pro bodybuilders. I've been around pro strongmen, you know, world's strongest men, Benedict Magnuson, Eddie Hall, guys that broke world records. I've sat with them in seminars and, you know, learnt from the best. Not what you guys see on YouTube, you know, some pro bodybuilder's not going to give you his stack on YouTube, but when you meet them, when you speak to them in the gym, in the right places, when you go to Kuwait and you see what the protocols these guys were doing, you speak to them on a friendly one-to-one basis, you know, you learn everything about this game, you know what this game's about. And the reality of bodybuilding is that they are shaving years of their life. Yes, granted, less than what they were doing 20, 30 years ago. You know, if you were doing them days, you're shaving a hell of a lot more years because the technology has got a little bit better now, but still, there's a lot of guys out there that are a big mess. So I looked at all that, evaluated everything, and I thought, I can't even eat for shit. I'm barely getting 3 meals in me. I can't push past 99 kilo, no matter what I did, and I stepped on that scale, 99 kg. I've never seen 3 digits on the scale. I did when I put my clothes on, but that's bullshit, innit? That's bullshit. All my life, bro, all I ever saw on the scale, the maximum was 99 kg. 99 kg, never 100 kilo. So who was I kidding? Wasn't going to turn pro, wasn't going to happen for me. I thought, you know what? I'm in good nick. I've learned a lot about steroids. I've learned a lot about dieting, a hell of a lot about dieting from the bodybuilders. And then I developed my own system, which obviously you can find link in the description. And that is why I quit. That is why I quit steroids. Never, ever. I say never, ever. Would I say never, ever? I don't know. We'll see. If I ever compete, though, in fact, you know what? Yeah, I'll never, ever take steroids again. If I ever compete, I'll do it on TRT. Hopefully, this gave you some value. And let me know why you quit steroids. Or if you're still taking steroids, how long do you plan on taking them for? Like the video and please subscribe.